Hi, guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Anime Podcasters. I'm your host, Hotshot Ginger, and with me I have someone I'm sure of some kind of importance to someone. JaianMusic, how's it going, buddy?
I think I'm important to myself, so that works. I'm
I
good.
mean,
Thank you
that's
for asking.
that's good. That's good. At least someone thinks you're important.
Aw, good to see you too, buddy.
And
I mean, you know what they say, you can't love others without loving yourself.
Yes.
yes,
Well said.
mysterious third voice. That is a very valid point. As you guys heard, we also have a guest with us this time around, GamerFromAus1, who throughout the podcast we will be referring to as Gamer, just so you guys know. So, how are you, Gamer?
I'm not bad. Second time on this podcast, so
Yeah,
pretty happy about that.
just for some fun trivia, the last time we had Gamer on was episode 45, and it was about Yu-Gi-Oh! And it was an open conversation about Yu-Gi-Oh! And today, since Hotshot is a crazy gamer and gamer, plays a lot of video games as well and streams on Twitch, I am somewhat of a gamer. I've played a couple of anime games here and there. We're going to be doing a big anime game podcast. Again, it's gonna be another one of those. If you guys enjoy these anime gaming episodes, there's literally a playlist of them on the YouTube channel, so go check all of those out. And before we get into the open discussion, I need to address three quick things for you guys. Basically, we use a site called Wooshka to distribute the podcast everywhere on podcatchers like iTunes, Spotify, and everything like that. They are changing up their plans, so we need to move the podcast to a new platform to distribute it. Basically, all you guys need to know is that if you are subscribed to us on a platform that is not YouTube, SoundCloud, or Bandcamp, just make sure you won't follow us there. Just take a minute and go on SoundCloud.com/JaianMusic or YouTube.com/JaianMusic and subscribe, just so if while we're in a transition something wrong happens, that you're still subscribed to the podcast. That's the first thing. The second thing, I am so happy to announce that after weeks of trying to figure it out, I've literally put every single episode of the podcast video version on the Facebook page. So you can now stream all of Anime Podcasters on the Facebook page. So go give us a like right there. That would be really awesome. And finally, the last thing is we are planning on doing a big Q&A and voicemail podcast eventually this year. So if you would like to be a part of that, you can leave us a voicemail on speakpipe.com/Anime Podcasters. All of those links in the description. Hotshot, this is too much updating. Go ahead. We're doing an open discussion about video games. Do you like video games about anime, Hotshot?
I mean, yeah, that's kind of what drew you to me in the first place. Just if you can like games, just fine. But I'll only take you on if you play anime games. So I only want to hear about those. Those are the exact words you said to me when you took me on as a co-host.
More or less. I mean, sure.
I mean, okay, you might have been like way more of a douche when saying it, but still.
Man, 4 minutes in and you're just roasting me.
Well, yeah, someone's got it. There's a fire somewhere to be had here.
but yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, from early on stages of gaming, then yeah, I've been playing Pokemon games or anime games like from Pokemon Yellow and Red to PS1 era Pokemon or Dragon Ball games and PS2.
Here's the question: would you consider Kirby an anime game? Because technically there is an anime show of that in Japan.
Technically, I mean, with Nintendo, it gets kind of weird because Nintendo is a Japanese company and anime is legitimately defined as Japanese animation. So, I mean, you could make the argument that like even Mario and everything are anime games.
Not particularly.
I mean, Mario has an anime, so if you're holding that kind of stand on
I guess
on Kirby, then yeah.
I didn't know Mario had an anime.
It has one. It's very bad. It has one OVA anime, and it's very, very bad.
But if you want to make that argument,
typically when I think of anime games, I don't really think of like Nintendo stuff. I think of like Naruto or Dragon Ball or My Hero Academia or One Punch or like that kind of stuff.
Right, but the more I think about it, the more I'm unsure, because if you really want to use that argument of like, oh, there's this one specific OVA or movie of anime that is about Mario or whatever, you could make the argument that every single Batman video game is anime because there is literally a anime Batman movie.
Well, yeah, but it didn't get its start that way.
But I mean, there's different waves and shapes of it. Is what I'm trying to say.
It's just a different shape when it comes to Nintendo in general because it is a Japanese-owned company, and everything in it
Yeah,
starts
just
in
mentioning
Japan.
that though, you gotta ask like, or consider like people's conception
Of anime
of what anime
is
is
weird.
maybe different.
Yeah.
Shonen games,
Like
let's
for
go.
example, I meant like for example, a lot of people didn't consider Pokemon or Sailor Moon to be an anime, but
But
they're
that's
legit
legitimate
animes.
what it is, yeah. I think it's because like a lot of people, especially people in our generation, grew up with it, so they don't really want to. They identify it more as a cartoon because that's what they knew it as a kid, and don't really classify it as anime when they grow older. Even though that definitely is what it is, especially in terms of Pokemon, because Pokemon may be big like everywhere else in the world, but in Japan, oh dear God, it's exploded.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, Pokemon right now is, I feel like, being rebirthed. I am seeing so many streams of people unpacking cards and all this stuff. Specifically the video games, there's literally a Twitch channel called Twitch Plays Pokemon. I think I follow it all the time, and literally the chat like will type in what the character will do. I've seen that.
That's called just Twitch Plays, and they did it Twitch Plays Pokemon, but they've also done like
Yeah,
Twitch Plays
I think
other
that's so
things.
cool.
That
I think that's so
I
amazing.
watched
Like,
them
that's
too.
just such a creative way to integrate like anime gaming into live streaming. But personally, like, yes, Pokemon is one of those big anime video games. Personally, I've gotten really into the Attack on Titan video games. I've started playing that. I bought it.
That is a very, very good one
Oh
to
my
get into.
gosh.
I've never actually. I'm gonna be completely honest. I haven't even seen the anime of that.
It's one of those animes that came out in 2010s that has a very popular and large fan base. And the final season, the fourth season, is currently airing at this point. To me, I know Hotshot's opinion differs on this. To me, it's a solid anime from start to finish. And the video game is fantastic. The video game makes you feel like you're part of the universe, and that's, to me, even outside of anime games, if a video game can make you feel that, that's a huge bonus.
Hold on,
Because
I want to look something up now because that got me thinking. If Hajime no Ippo has a
Probably
game,
has.
I'm gonna play the hell out of that.
if so something that I prefer in games, especially like Jaden, where you said with Attack on Titan, making you feel like part of that world specifically. If you like if a game gives you the opportunity to create your own character and literally put a version of you in that world,
Yeah.
it drives me to it a whole lot more. Like one of my other favorite anime games that does the same thing is the Xenoverse franchise from Dragon Ball, because you can make your own fighter from a Frieza race to Earthling to Namekian to Majin to Saiyan, and you can make it in your own image and even use like nostalgic costume pieces. Whenever a game does that, where you can make your own avatar, like where I can make Hotshot or I can make Ginger, I can make Scarlet, I go.
What's
I
the
go
deal with
all in for
Xenoverse
those
a
kind
little
of
bit?
games.
Just out of curiosity.
Because
Like, what's
How do you
it
how do you
about?
figure?
Because
What do you
I
mean?
basically, the two big anime games I've been playing is the Attack on Titan and then and Kakarot, Deep Sea
Oh, okay,
Kakarot. We can get
gotcha.
into that later.
So Xenoverse, it goes through the Dragon Ball arcs, like it goes through the Cell arc and everything else. But you're a time patroller, so you work for Future Trunks because there's someone messing with the stream of time who that you have to go in and correct. So like, there's a time fracture where when Piccolo hits Raditz and Goku with special beam cannon, Raditz gets out of the grapple and Piccolo only kills Goku, and then Raditz kills everyone else. Another one where Frieza goes immediately to his final form after finding Vegeta and kills everyone. One where Perfect Cell shows up in Future Trunks timeline, so on and so
That's
forth.
really awesome.
It's a lot of
That's another.
time
I don't think
manipulation.
I don't get into that. But for yourself, gamer, what are some anime games that like stuck out to you?
I haven't actually played that much anime games. Would Kingdom Hearts be included as an anime
It's
game?
kind, it's weird because Kingdom Hearts technically yes, but at the same time it has like Final Fantasy aspects, not like a watchable anime.
Yeah.
So
See, because like if not, then it's just the regular Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Kirby if you include that.
I mean, and it's
Um,
honestly entirely fine. It's just like Final Fantasy has the anime aesthetic to it, like the crazy hairdos, crazy powers, stuff like that, made in Japan, everything else. So like a lot of people consider it an anime styled game, but it's not an anime game. I don't know. Like when you get to actual definitions about that kind of stuff, it's really weird.
But
yeah,
like
so
you
I
said,
haven't
Yu-Gi-Oh.
actually played that much anime
I haven't played a
games,
Yu-Gi-Oh game in forever. So if you have a good
in that
recommendation,
retrospect.
There,
no, a Yu-Gi-Oh game, a Yu-Gi-Oh video game.
that is a bull-faced lie.
What do you mean? What have I played with you online? I'm actually forgetting
you
in
played
that
against
case.
me, like granted not recently, but you played against me online.
Oh, that's true. Oh man, I forgot about
last
that.
year. You and I went to a website and dueled each other, and you kept annihilating me.
Well, I've got Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of Duelists.
Oh, okay, I do know that
Link
one.
Evolution, and I played that a bit before, and I plan on streaming that starting next week. I think. I don't know. I'm trying to organize a new system.
I'll be honest, I haven't played it, but I've seen it on like my PlayStation Store and everything else. Like
it's really good. I actually recommend it. It's worth its money. I paid about 60.
Oh, so you paid full on price for it.
What's it about? Is it the regular timeline? Are you? What's the deal with that one?
I just bought it off Steam. That's all.
Okay.
Well, you can. I've only completed the first storyline, so it goes through all the series of Yu-Gi-Oh, like the original, then XD, etc.
Does it go through GX?
There's ones I've never even heard of in there. Yeah, GX. Everything's in there.
Oh my god, I need to get this thing.
Yeah, doesn't it? Actually, now that I think about it, sorry to cut you off, gamer. It goes through like 5 or 6 different gens of Yu-Gi-Oh, doesn't it? Like I know you said everything, but like every gen.
Yeah, but it does the actual storyline from the anime. So like, for example, in the original one, they actually have Kaiba stealing the blue eyes.
Oh shit! Okay.
You can play with the actual story anime deck or create your own.
Create your own, right? You always
no. It's actually more fun using this.
I'm just gonna annihilate everyone with Joey's deck. I'll be right back,
dude. You can even beat me with Joey's decks, bro. I just want to say the best kind of Yu-Gi-Oh deck is a burn deck. It pisses off everyone, but the burn deck.
Switch the characters and play as the villain. So if you want to play as Kaiba, you can.
Kaiba boy.
In the storyline.
Oh my god.
I want to play as Pegasus. You kidding me?
Hotshot, I'm gonna need you to talk in that voice for another 5 minutes. I'm gonna need you to do that for me.
Jaden boy. Okay, I
yes,
will do
yes,
my
please.
best.
Thank you.
Yeah, like hell am I gonna keep
that? That's an online game. That's an online game as well. So you can verse and connect with people online via that. That's probably, other than Pokemon, the most recent anime game.
Yeah, that sounds like a really good time. And when you said the whole versus online thing, it makes me think of Jump Force, bro. Jump Force is another one of those.
Great.
I love Jump Force. Basically, when we locked down, Hotshot was like, bro, get yourself a good gaming console and we'll play together. So I get myself a gaming console. And I'm like, okay, what games should I get? He's like, get Jump Force. I'm like, what's Jump Force? He's like, it's basically Super Smash Bros, but for anime. Because you get all the universes of anime in there, and you can create your own character. And it's like, yeah, sorry. Good discrepancy. But it's so much fun. And I hate the fact that you block all my ultimate moves, Hotshot. But it's so much fun.
Something Jaden does all the time is he'll use Goku Spirit Bomb on me, and I'll block it. But in the middle of the explosion, I'll like throw a Rasen Shuriken, or I'll launch a really big move like in the explosion so he can't see the movement. And then 9 times out of 10 it'll hit him, but he's learned since then.
One of my favorite moments is like I charge up the biggest attack and I'm about to fire it. I'm like, you're not blocking this. Literally half a second later, he blocks it. It's like, I blocked that. I was like, how did you block? You can't just block. That was my best.
Don't worry,
he's just fire.
Cheat codes, you know.
Do you hack Hotshot? You don't hack.
Tell him.
Do you actually though? Because
no.
I know you gotta.
No, like hacking and cheat codes and everything else, like especially in online play, I have a very, very, very stern stance on it, on not using it. But if it's a game like, if it's a game like, say, The Sims or like Lego Star Wars or something, yeah, I'm gonna find a cheat code to give me like infinite money.
Yeah,
that's how you do the fun shit.
Yeah, I can. That's fair enough. But Jump Force, I don't know.
So then Sorry, go ahead on Jump Force.
No, I just want to, but to conclude on Jump Force, I just want to know how you found out about this game, or like what
is a spiritual successor to another anime game like it that I have called J-Stars, where it's an original story, it's an original crossover story between everybody, and so you play as those characters going between 4 different teams: Naruto's team, Goku's team, Luffy's team, and Ichigo's team, and basically it's a tournament between all these different shonen shows to find out like who's the strongest, and whoever is the strongest gets I think like the ultimate title or the ultimate wish or something like that. But I played that one a lot on PS3, and then when I got my PS4 I found out there was a release to it, and then I just saw the trailer for Jump Force one day and I'm like, oh my god, I haven't played J-Stars in fucking forever, and this is almost exactly like that. Yeah, I'm going for it. But I didn't know that you could create your own character in Jump Force.
See, for me, I don't have any consoles, so I have to either use whatever's on PC
Well, I mean,
or emulation.
every 9 times out of 10, the games that we're describing are available on PC in some form or variety. Like maybe not on Steam, but they are definitely on PC. But I mean, well, except with the exceptions of like console exclusives, but I can't really think.
I haven't played it yet, but a lot of people in my Twitch chat have been recommending that I play Ninja Storm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was me. I recommend that.
There was a few people.
Okay, it's just been a while since we talked. You're a fan of Naruto, right, Gamer?
Yeah, that was one of the first. Once I knew what anime was, like my first one was Pokemon, pretty much. But outside of that, the first animes that I watched was Bakugan and Naruto.
Bakugan, okay, so I'll save that for later. But Naruto, like if you're a fan of Naruto, Storm is definitely the way to go. Like one of my favorite Naruto games, period, is sorry, brain fart, is the first Storm game, because the first Storm game is the entirety of the original series. And the hub world is literally the village where you walk around as first gen Naruto, accepting missions and so on and so forth. And you go through all of the arcs.
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, go.
My question would be which Ninja Storm should I start with?
Definitely start with 1.
Yeah, you start with the first one, right?
Yeah, because the rest of them go through, like if you're playing story mode. If you want to play story mode, then definitely start with 1, because 1 covers the entirety of the original series. 2 starts like the first half of Shippuden. 3 covers the second half of Shippuden, and 4 covers basically it's just the war. So like the war and the aftermath, and like the Boruto OVA. So if you're doing story, then definitely start 1. But if you're just going into play and just have fun, then 4.
Oh no, I'll be doing the story and like play.
And yeah, do the entire quadology. There's 4 of them. Yeah.
Is it how long would it take usually without like 100%ing it to do a game like
to just play through the story?
Yeah.
It depends on like if you want to do side missions and stuff like that, but playing just through
just like the main story, no extra stuff.
Well, sometimes you have to meet requirements in order to continue the story going, so it depends. But first Naruto game, I'd say about 6 hours if you're like just solely focused on
That's one retro stream. That's one gamer stream, sorry. This guy streams for 8 hours, so I mean you could literally do that in a whole stream, bro. I'm just saying.
All right, cool.
Like if you're just focused on that, there is a lot to do in them. Like if you actually look for stuff to do, but if you just have the laser intention of I'm just gonna play the story, it's not gonna take all that long.
All right. I also got recommended to play One Piece. I can't remember what One Piece one.
Pick any of them. They're amazing. One Piece is really good at doing games. One of my personal favorite when it comes to One Piece games are the Pirate Warriors series. That might have been the one that I recommended. Pirate Warrior. Are either of you familiar with Dynasty Warriors, the series?
Yeah, I played the hell out of that.
It's a lot like that, but with One Piece characters. So like interesting. So it's mob battle. You'll fight to take over territories and special bosses and meet conditions with your party members, stuff like that. But you use a wide spread of the One Piece crew, and there's 4 of these games that cover a whole bunch of different arcs. Obviously, it doesn't cover all of the One Piece arcs because they're on episode 1,000, so there's still a little bit of ways to go. But I love mob battle games like Dynasty Warriors, even though funny enough, I actually don't like Dynasty Warriors itself. I like the spinoffs more, like Pirate Warriors, Hyrule Warriors for Zelda characters.
Hold on, there is a game that oh, can I find it? There's an anime game called Kingdom of Paradise.
Kingdom of Paradise. Why does that sound so familiar?
It's not exactly like, I don't know if it's an anime game, but it's very anime style.
I haven't heard about that one.
Let me try and find
What's it about exactly?
It's you gotta find scroll. It's very similar to a Naruto game would be. Just give me a second. Let me search it.
It's like Naruto, but it's not like Naruto. But it's Naruto.
Give me the name one more time, gamer.
Kingdom Paradise.
Kingdom Paradise. Okay.
But
Paradise,
that game doesn't have an anime series attached to it, correct?
I'm not too sure.
I don't think it. I mean, if it does, I've never heard about the series before. So potentially, but at the same.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
What's it about, Hotshot? What's the scoop here, bro?
To read the just straight up blurb from Google, Kingdom of Paradise is an action role playing game available for the PSP handheld system. Game is called.
It doesn't say in the text, Hotshot. Google will never say. So what is it?
I'm looking for the actual definition of the game, not just a. It is a action adventure game.
Do you see the word anime in the text?
No,
it's not an anime game.
All right, well, crap. But no.
But you get a point for trying.
That's a really good game.
Okay, cool. That's cool. I'm just messing around.
I can definitely see the argument like for it being anime style though.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot is anime style. You know, like to me, that PS2 Avatar: The Last Airbender game, that's an anime game. Hotshot, isn't that right?
Well,
no, Hotshot, don't give me that.
Avatar
Don't give me that. That's an anime game.
Jaden, no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Give me a reason why.
Because it's like an anime. It has an anime series, and Avatar is basically like an American anime.
Avatar isn't an anime.
Retro. Who do I sound like? Avatar is not an anime. Who do I sound like?
Thank you.
Fine, it's not an anime, but it's
funny.
Fun.
Okay, but shut up. But the Avatar game for PS2 or for GameCube or everything, I actually really did freaking enjoy.
Yeah, but it's not anime. Ugh.
No, but I still enjoyed it.
Cool.
I can enjoy things that aren't anime, you know?
I don't understand that logic whatsoever.
I'm aware that you don't. That's why I barely talk to you outside of these podcasts.
These podcasts, they're all blending together day by day.
Finally, you get my pain.
I think I've proven that I don't play that much anime games. However,
go for it.
Starting next week, because this week I'm trying to finish the games that I've already like started and stuff.
Yeah.
If I manage to finish them this week, next week I plan on having a dedicated anime day where every week, for example, on Tuesday, I'll play an anime game. So this is a really good idea. Brainstorming.
So okay, if you were to do that,
listen back to it.
What's your list of anime games you'd play though? Ninja Storm. What else?
Well, I got recommended Naruto a lot. Like a lot of my followers and stuff like recommended Naruto, so I'll definitely be playing that.
Oh, one. Okay, sorry. I'll let you finish up and then yeah.
Outside of that, I don't really. Maybe One Piece. I planned on playing One Piece, but other than that, whatever really.
There's a shit ton of Dragon Ball games that you could do too,
bro.
Like there's Xenoverse 1 and 2, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the Budokai series, the Budokai Tenkaichi series. God, there's a crap ton of Dragon Ball games.
Kakarot is literally my favorite.
Dragon
Ball game.
All Dragon Ball games aside from Kakarot.
I was trying to talk more outside of Dragon Ball because that's an obvious one.
Yeah, that's fair. One that I could recommend if you could find it anywhere, Bleach Soul Resurrection. It's kind of a lower tier version of like Pirate Warriors and stuff, where you'll go around facing mobs of enemies, but as Bleach characters. But you'll follow like specific episodes or specific arcs. Like they don't go as balls to the walls with the enemies as much as they do like the amount of areas that you have to clear. But it doesn't cover from like beginning to end, but it goes until Ichigo's final transformation.
Oh, nice. All right. Yeah, So I'll look into Bleach.
But like the thing is, like, Bleach
Um,
to me is an anime that it's super big, super popular. Just never got into it. So I don't know if I would play the game just because I'm not into the anime. Which I get, like for you, Hotshot, you literally play the game to follow the story. But if you're not into the anime to begin with, like, are you really gonna play the game? You
No,
know?
I get it. I mean, with
well, see,
Bleach,
for me, I've seen Bleach. I used to watch
Like, all of it?
Bleach until I gave up because it was no, I didn't finish the whole thing because it's like I had a life, but
Oh.
see, I keep telling that to Jaden, but he doesn't take that as a valid excuse.
as what? Like
I have
you
a life. That's why I haven't watched all the anime he wants me to watch.
No, you literally just don't watch the anime.
because I have a life.
No. You literally, like, you could find the time to watch one anime series,
But I have a life.
but it's one anime series.
See what I mean? He doesn't listen.
But it's
Well, but do you have a wife? That's the difference.
No, I just have a life. Damn it.
See,
I gotta
have
get the other
both.
thing.
I have a wife in my life.
Is
So,
this like is this a
I'm
rap?
double busy.
What's going on here? He's like, yo,
I
I
can
got a
start-
wife in my life.
But a couple recent animes I got games well, I guess now would be last gen since it's like Xbox One and PS4. One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows, and
Yes.
My Hero Academia.
Those
Like,
two I want to
Well,
play.
I looked it up. And Hajime no Ippo actually has an anime game. So what I was thinking is I might just look up a list of animes that I've actually really enjoyed, like Bucky, and just play them.
I mean, that's how I got my start. I started with Naruto and Dragon Ball games, and then I just spiraled into basically animes that I haven't
Yeah.
even watched it. I'm playing the
See,
game.
I played Dragon Ball Z. I can't remember which one, but I played the GBA
It's
version.
prob-
And
that's probably
stuff.
Boost Fury.
I've also
Oh,
played
Boost Fury.
I've also played the old school PS2.
Yeah,
version.
Budokai and Budokai
that's
Tenkaichi.
that's Budokai and Budokai Tenkaichi. Yeah.
Yeah.
But wait,
Which
let's
So,
take a
Dragon
moment here.
Budokai Tenkaichi 2 still my favorite Dragon Ball game.
I want to take a moment
except for maybe Kakarot.
and talk about Boost Fury. Boost Fury is, like, out of all the old school classic, like on a Game Boy games, Dragon Ball games, that is the best one in my opinion. You can't do better than Boost Fury. That game was so much fun to me. Literally every anime game podcast where we had to do a pick, I just repick that one every time because I could.
Yes, but why?
Because you literally, it's the proof that you can focus on a singular arc, like literally only the Boo arc, and they go in through the Boo saga in such detail. And the other Dragon Ball games, they cover like Saiyan, Cell, and Boo, right? But the way they focus on Boo, they really don't let anything out. They really go into Gohan's training, the fighting on the spaceship, Majin Vegeta, all the forms of Boo. You have like so much bonus content where you can actually do fusion characters in there. And the battles are super easy to get into. It's simple, it's cool, it's got that really cool 8-bit aesthetic that I love in like old school gaming. So to me, that one is just can't be beat in terms of the old school Dragon Ball games. It's phenomenal. It's beyond phenomenal.
Nice. I might look into that.
I mean, if you want a good time, do it.
Because like, in the bottom stores there's a number. It's like if you want a good time, game.
If you want a good time, Dragon Ball Boost Fury.
Yeah, pretty much. But
Then someone else crosses it out and points and says waste of time.
See, if I can finish the game within 8 hours, I'll play it.
But bro, you could fit it. You play. I see you stream. You play fast, so you could definitely finish it in 8 hours. So actually,
I can promise you, there are anime games that can't be done with though. Like there's a lot to do in like Attack on Titan, for example, or Jump Force.
What, like main storyline?
Yeah, even if you're doing that, there's a lot to do.
Attack on Titan, you'll never get through it
Attack on
in
Titan.
8 hours. I literally will bet money that you can't do it in 8 hours.
Well, no, like I'm willing to do series where it's like a long series, but like for the most part, when it comes to anime games, I'd rather just knock it out in one setting. Start because my brother gave me about 20 to 50. If you take out all the other regions, it's about 30 gigabytes worth of GBA games.
That's insane.
And then tomorrow I'm also getting 30 to 40 gigabytes of Wii and GameCube games from him. So I've got games for days that I just need to smash out.
Honestly, I
So,
relate. I relate a lot.
so if I can knock out, like, for example, if like Ninja Turtles, right? It's not an anime, but it's
It's a
um.
beatable in 8
I,
hours.
oh no, I can knock out Ninja Turtles in like an hour, right?
Well, that's why I said beatable within 8 hours.
Yeah. So what I was an idea I had was just like, if the anime is a short one, I could just do like the whole series of that anime in one day.
Something. Well, don't really know if it's beatable in 8 hours. I was gonna say Danganronpa, but
What? I've never heard of that.
Danganronpa is a basically a whodunit. So the entire game based around you getting to know the other characters, and something bad happens, you going around finding evidence and find out who's guilty. But it goes within a more or less a execution system. So whenever you find out who's guilty, they're given the death penalty, but it repeats until you're set free.
Oh, nice.
But it goes through like Danganronpa 1 goes through, or was the one that sparked the first anime, and then Danganronpa 2 and then Danganronpa 3, I believe, are game exclusives.
Oh, interesting. I will look into that. But yeah, I haven't played too much anime games, and then watch like not even a year from now we have another anime podcast, and I've just like got a massive list of streams that I did.
Oh my god, that'd be a
It's
really
just,
cool.
you
thing
do
to do.
you do a year just entirely on anime games, and that's it, nothing else.
Well, I technically just finished yesterday doing Pokemon Colosseum,
Oh,
which is an
nice,
anime
nice,
game,
nice.
and I 100%ed that.
Shit.
And that was after, and this is all on my Twitch, but what happened is, when I had a lot of tech issues on my PC once, and I had to like reinstall the OS, update my BIOS, everything, and that corrupted purely only the Pokemon Colosseum game.
Oh, fuck it.
Every other game was intact. It was purely just Colosseum. So that was 15 hours lost, and then I had to start from scratch.
So it was a focused attack more than anything else. Damn.
Pretty much. It was like, no, F you guys, I'm done. So I got up to where I was in 9 hours, and then I just went from there. So
Legit though, like
Yeah.
as a fellow gamer, hearing that like all your progress just goes away is one of the worst things to possibly hear.
oh, I was pissed. I spent like a week trying to recover it. I recovered like everything on my computer, like deep dive recovery, and it was not there, which means it was encrypted for some weird reason, and then
Encrypt flow or encrypted or incomplete data or something. Just more long and short of
Yeah.
it, you could not possibly get the data.
Actually,
No, 100%.
talking about Twitch, gamer, I wanted to ask you, because you really, I've seen you stream a lot. I've seen you be a part of that community, and I think it's like so cool to like know someone that's in there. What can you say about anime video games on Twitch specifically? Is it booming? Do you see anything going on in that domain? I'm really curious to know about anime gaming there.
Naruto kicks off a lot. I see a lot of Naruto around.
Huh.
Pokemon, Pokemon Colosseum seems to be really popular. A lot of people have been doing that lately. I'll be starting Pokemon XD next week, which is like it's a follow up from Colosseum, so that's pretty cool.
Isn't that one of your favorites, Hotshot?
Colosseum.
XD.
Oh shit. Yeah, sorry, I just totally brain farted. Yeah, XD is actually one of my favorite Pokemon games.
No spoilers.
No.
I
Of course
have
not.
never
Of course
played
not.
that.
XD.
No,
XD
because
is.
I want to go in 100% blind.
Of course, XD is one of my favorite Pokemon games because it differs from like a typical Pokemon game. Like that is legitimately all I will say. It's just a different kind of path than you're used to.
What, even with Colosseum?
Yeah.
Well, interesting. Now I really keen to play it. Nice. But other than that, I haven't. This goes back to it. Depends on what people consider anime. Like, for example, Street Fighter is very popular on Twitch lately.
But I think the base rule here is if it has an anime series attached to it. Like that's what
Yeah.
for me is an anime game.
A lot of it,
Yeah.
a lot of it to me at least is like Jane, you
But
bring up a good
sorry to
point.
cut you off. Here's the question though: are you talking about anime shows that are known in the Western culture? Because there's a lot of anime shows in Japan that is not played outside of Japan.
I mean, if
And
it's anime,
I
it's
follow
anime.
a Japanese
you know?
streamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
But
that's
like
what I meant.
there's
Like
animes that
a
are
lot of
that are played in Japan that haven't played here is what he's getting at.
Oh.
yeah. So like for example, I follow a Japanese streamer and she plays a lot of fighting games, but apparently a lot of those fighting games also have like in Japan only a TV show. So it's a very thin line. But from a Western point of view, Naruto, Pokemon, I've seen some One Piece, but not too much. Not seen any not Teen Titan, Attack of the Titans gameplays.
Oh,
Not
really?
seen that yet. But I haven't really searched for it.
I
I'm
thought
on Twitch now.
okay. I was
So,
just gonna say I thought like especially with the final season airing that it would have been sparking up. I mean that's what
Okay,
got Jane
so-
curious about it in the first place.
Well, there's 4 people currently live now playing Attack on Titans, and overall, those 4, there's only 10 viewers, but 35.3k followers for that genre. So it's not that popular.
What?
Okay.
How many followers for it to be popular?
I meant like the followers isn't particularly the one that makes it popular. It's how much people at the time are viewing it.
Mm.
So out of 35,000, only 10 people are viewing it, give or take.
So it really depends.
So that-
it really
that-
depends more on the streamer than it does on the content. Like especially if you're just getting started, I'd say.
Yeah.
Well, I'm playing a game called Age of Wonders Shadow Magic, which is an RPG. It's not anime related, but this will help answer the question of how is things determined as popular, right? Now, my videos on that get anywhere between 20 to 50, sometimes 60 views. But when I'm actually live streaming, sometimes there's like the chat's dead, no one's in it because there's absolutely no following on Twitch for that. So it really does depend on the streamer more than the category.
Okay.
If that makes
No,
sense.
Yeah.
It's
to
interesting
me,
to
To me,
see-
it totally does.
It's really interesting for me to think about anime, because basically in this podcast we've talked about anime series or mangas or cosplays, or anime games, anime music, and now we're looking at anime through like live streaming. I don't know. I just, to me, it just shows how like bendable this medium is outside of just gaming, which is really, really, really interesting to me. Because to me, like, you think of anime, you think of like a series that you're gonna watch, but that falls into so many different sectors. I think we can start like kind of closing things down a little bit, unless you guys had like another really important topic you wanted to get to for anime gaming. How do you guys feel?
No, I'm good.
I didn't have anything major to bring up, to be honest.
Cool. All right, let's give it a little.
Aside,
you know my
aside from
stance.
like,
I legit I thought this was yesterday.
Yeah.
So my head's
That
No,
was
I get
so
it.
funny.
Never
I
mind.
just want to.
aside from like maybe doing like 1 or 2 recommendations to Retro to fill out more of his list, but I
I'm
can also
down.
do that off podcast.
No, I'm down to do that. I just want to highlight that yesterday. Retro DMs me at the time. He's like, "Okay, I'm ready." I'm like, "Bro, it's tomorrow." It's so. I
To
died.
be
Oh, no,
fair,
'cause
to be fair,
I literally just
he-
finished streaming when I did that.
to be
And I stream it like because of the time differences. I finish streaming sometimes at 6 in the morning.
yeah.
But I start at like 9 at night, kind of thing.
To be fair
9
with
p.m. So
with you, Retro, yesterday for you was today for us.
So let's recommend some games to Retro, Hotshot. You out of the ones you've already mentioned, what's the one that Retro absolutely needs to play?
Out of the ones that we've mentioned,
Yeah.
I mean, I know.
all right. So before anyone starts, I will be definitely hitting up the Ninja Storm series because of how much people recommended it.
Right.
So putting that aside, what else?
Putting that aside, I'd say I mean, I know you're already planning on playing XD for Pokemon. Otherwise, I would easily say that one. But I will also definitely say Attack on Titan. Like, even if you haven't seen the anime, playing the game, there's just something about you as a little.
I've seen the abridged. That brings up something does watching the abridge of an anime still count as watching the anime?
Yeah,
No.
it does if it's like TFS, I'd say.
No.
Team 4-Star covers a lot of like the actual story elements in it, Jaden.
A lot, but not enough, in my opinion.
Because I heard Sword Art Online game is pretty.
You can
I've heard
play
good
Sword
things,
Art as opposed to watching. Yes. like season 1 Sword Art watching, totally fine. Anything after that, play the game.
All right. So yeah, I've got a couple suggestions, and then like I said, I've got like gigabytes on gigabytes of games, so I do not have a game shortage.
All right.
Okay,
I just thought I'd at least like give you a starting point or something, though.
Also, Jin, since you're like, I didn't know you were full into Among Us and everything. If you can get a group of people, I'm happy to do that like every Saturday.
Oh my
or
god, yeah.
something.
Guys, if you like playing Among Us, join my Discord server because I'm always like looking for people to play. That'd be really fun. I wanted to recommend you Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Like
I heard good and bad things.
It's perfect.
That's
perfect.
Honestly, if you're a fan, okay, maybe not as much as Jaden, but if you're a fan of Dragon Ball and you do like the story and like going through the arcs, Dragon Ball Kakarot is really good.
What's
It
funny
even brings up connections from like the original Dragon Ball, like characters that you meet from the original that you reunite with.
Nice. There was a discussion in my Twitch chat the other day about that. Someone was like, "Yeah, I'm playing this," and someone's like, "That's shit." It's like, all right, I don't know anything about this.
They're wrong. Whatever they said is wrong.
Well, I mean, they might not have been talking about Kakarot. So.
No, but Kakarot is.
No, they were talking about
very
Kakarot.
complete. It's a very complete game, so worth checking out. I'm gonna that's my recommendation for you.
Well, again, if I can do it on emulator or like a cheap game that's like something like that, then I can, because I can't be like, due to my generosity kind of thing. The rest of what I have is I need it for myself.
Of course,
yeah.
So
I get it.
Because I've supported a lot of people in the last week or so. So I can't spend too much on games. But that's why I like emulator. So I'll try and find something on emulator.
I feel like I'm being called out because like I don't share my money with people, but I can buy a shit ton of games. I feel personally attacked here.
I mean, I didn't name names. So.
You didn't have to. I felt the way the voice was coming. That made more sense in my head. Jaden, let's go ahead and
let's wrap things up. All right. So for myself. You can follow the podcast at Anime Podcasters on Facebook, and you can watch us in your favorite podcatcher. Other than that, make sure to be subscribed on SoundCloud or on YouTube because we are going to be switching in the month of February to a new podcast platform, so to distribute everything. And for myself, at JaianMusic on social media, and you can follow my website, JaianMusic.com. I revamped it. I'm available for audio and music services. So that's me. Hotshot, where can people find you?
You guys can go ahead and find me right here on Giant Music's channel doing anime podcasters for God knows how many more episodes. You guys can also find me over on my channel, Hotshot Ginger, where I do a sister podcast called PonsuCast with GoProkyo. We talk about the lighter tone animes as well as the dirtier side of the darkest underbelly of anime. And you guys can find me over on my Twitter at Caution Ginger.
Nice. And the artwork for the podcast is done by GoProkyo. So go follow him on Twitter at GoProkyo. He's available for freelance drawing services. So go check him out. He's got really affordable rates and does amazing drawings. And finally, Gamer. Yo, this man, he streams like a beast. On the daily, bro, this guy streams for hours and hours. Like one time I remember he started his stream and I was like doing stuff and then I was going about my day and then I'm like, oh, I wonder if he's still streaming. I go back to my computer 6 hours in, bro, he's still streaming. So if you have not yet,
I average 4 to 8 hours.
Crazy. Go follow his Twitch. It's gonna be in the description. Go give him some love. Promote whatever you would like, bro.
Well, pretty much just my Twitch, and you can find all my other social medias via my Twitch. I'm actually so close from affiliate already, and that's incredible.
Nice, man. Good for you. Let's give him a push. Let's get him to affiliate. Whatever we need to do, we'll do it.
So to get to affiliate, I've already hit the follow account. As of today, I'm at 58, which is incredible considering I've only started 24 days ago.
Nice, man.
and I need a concurrent viewer count of 3, and I'm at 1.9, so I'm very close.
That's perfect. That's amazing.
But yeah, if you're looking for me, just GamerFromAus1. You can't miss it. There's I'm the only one with that name on Twitch. But make sure to have the 1 there because some prick took the original name and didn't even upload anything. So F that guy.
We're gonna have him next week on the podcast.
It'd be amazing if that was actually you. Just like one of the things on sign up went wrong. You just had to start over.
No. Because
I'm just saying it'd be hilarious.
Oh no, that happened to me on YouTube.
Oh God.
So it does happen.
Nice.
But yeah, you can just find me there. If you follow only if you actually like the content. I don't really go for that whole. Yeah, I'm gonna follow, but not actually participate.
Yeah,
kind of
I
thing.
get it.
But if I'm always very active on Twitter and in my streams. My wife thinks that I'm on call, even though that there's no one in chat. So I just talk to myself like an idiot. If you enjoy that, then
perfect. All right, and that's gonna be it for this episode. I think the next episode, Hotshot, straight up, we could do Kill a Kill because I'm basically done. So
we'll definitely keep it in mind.
Yeah, and next month I'm in talks. We're gonna try to get Asric on the podcast. I'm trying to get like 1 guest every 2 episodes. So far, so good this year. Thank you very much, Gamer, for coming on. So for myself, for Gamer, for Hotshot, this has been another episode of
Anime Podcasters.
Bye, guys.
Bye.